Okay, so welcome to the live streaming sessions, and let us get started, guys, as usual. And there's a lot of things happened since last weekend. I know that has been a little bit of surprise and a lot of people got caught off guard, and it's very normal to see that happening. So let us try to see and assess how things are going on from here, guys. All right, so one of the first key things that we are back on this gold market is one thing is very clear, guys. Alright, so that for the very first time that we are looking here is prices are literally back on the market again, back on the ranging area sideways that has been forming over the past week, guys. Right, so if you guys are watching here right now, I'm switching towards 4-hour charts. You guys can actually see something that is literally similar with what has happened on the market movement that we have been watching over the past weeks. And what we are seeing here as of now is we are seeing that prices has been ranging again between 3,400 towards 3,350. I mean 3,380 towards 3,350, and it has been happening since last Wednesday and hasn't been changing a lot, guys. So I think that's one of the main key reasons from a lot of people are seeing in the market right now, because we're not really getting a lot of tractions, and certainly buying at support will be the best support, will be the best decisions to do trades for the long side, and doing shorts at the highest price is still literally the best idea that you guys could do, because so far from what we are gathering out of the market is we are still sensing this kind of problem as of now. So I think that should still be the best decisions to do your long positions near the low, or make sure that you guys are entering at a better price to enter the trades, as you guys know that after hitting the highest prices has already been slowing down a little bit, and then doing sell at literally the high at 3,380 area around there. Okay, so that's the overall general view of the market as of now. And if we are watching through the 30-minute time frame charts, what I could be gathering out of this market for now is we know that there's been a surprise on the weekend, and I'll be getting in touch more on the VIP live sessions if you guys are interested to know more about it. And we are certainly seeing that yes, prices are initially quite reactive and even surpass 3,380 and even touch its highest at 3,390 area. I think that's certainly a good thing on the market with that kind of market reactions. But afterwards, we started to see that prices has been slowly going back lower and building back that ranging area that we have been watching since last week, and we are officially back on the ranging area without a lot of clear directions. And if you are watching right now carefully through this 30-minute time frame chart, we can actually see something that is pretty familiar for all of us, which we started to see that yes, prices have a tendency to weaken around 3,370 area, 3,380 area. Every rounded numbers of tens is usually one of the strong supports of resistance, and right now we are exactly looking at one of those. And if you guys are thinking about doing longs at this kind of positions or doing shorts, I think it will be a very tricky thing to do, especially with not a lot of clear signs that is appearing on the market. So after the initial jump, prices drops and then building up another jump but fails, drop again at the support, literally at the support 3,350, rebounded, and right now prices has been slowing back into a tighter range compared to the overall range that we have been seeing between 3,350 towards 3,370, and it's even tighter, and it will be a little bit harder to do a lot of good trades around this kind of period. So I would suggest, if you guys are watching, I would stay close, watch carefully, see where that next market movement will be bringing us next, because overall right now we are not really getting any clear trends so far. Okay, so I would love to see how the next market reactions will be and try to assess the situations from there, because as long as prices keeps on ranging, we are not going to get a lot of momentum. But we need to remind ourselves that there's some news that could be out this Monday from the S&P services and manufacturing, which we will be getting the composite number, which a lot of people have been expecting that it will be much lower. So I think around those hours, so around 3 more hours, we could be seeing a little bit of volatile market. But as of now, we are not really seeing one of those, and definitely I'll be expecting to see that happening maybe a bit later on the market. Alright. So that's the overall view. Right now, if we are watching through the market, we are still seeing that yes, prices is still trying to maintain that weaknesses after hitting the resistance at 3,370, and we shall see whether this kind of momentum will be continuing, because if we are trying to draw a possibility of a new trend, it could be probably coming out from here, which is still very much unclear. It's due to the very short period of time. Maybe this could be right, this could be wrong, but for now maybe we are going to see that prices will be trying to test the support at 3,350 for once for tonight. So we shall see how that update goes so far. But personally, from what I'm looking at, yes, the tendency likely will be weakening for now without a lot of clear directions. As you guys could see, that the ranges is very tight, really not offering a lot of great market conditions as of now. So I'll be waiting. Yes, that's true, because you are seeing that the market is likely to range again. 3364 has been hit for this hour's low, and there's a possibility prices could be rebounding towards 3369 area. So we shall see how that goes on, guys. Alright, but for now we are likely to see that prices will be ranging, and I think the sell at resistance strategy and buy at support area could still work pretty well on the market for now, but it's going to take time to get that best chances to do the sell at resistance. It's going to take a long time before prices do hit there. So we shall see. But I think this is certainly the safest and the best choice to trade around this market scenario, as if we are too aggressive, it's likely to lead to more mistakes, which I believe that not a lot of you guys wanted. Or try to time your entry to buy near the support, or try to sell near the resistance, and that will be the best thing to do on the gold market for now. Okay. And remember, we have some news that could be coming out tonight, so I think that will be affecting the market. Okay, so I think that should be now for the gold market movement. And the long-term market movement, as we always know, that it has been clouded ever since prices hasn't been able to break 3,400, and we are likely to see the market scenario that we have been talking about. Yes, so I'm looking at a good possibility that on the long-term market movement, this gold chart itself could literally be undermined as of now, because we are not really looking at a lot of good signs happening across the market. And one of the signs that we are looking at is the possibility of a extended period of ranging market movement, and that could lead us nowhere good if it is happening over and over again. And if we started to see some good signs appearing in the market, let's say we are started to see prices could be probably building up a high around here again for once 3,400 and failed, I'm afraid that the chances for prices to go down is literally really high, because we have already been seeing prices testing the resistance area for 3,400 multiple times. So once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, and literally that's more than enough in over 2 months, showing the resistance side is quite strong. And that's why we have been seeing that gold prices has been trading in a very tight range over the past 5 trading days, including today. And that could be the case why we are seeing that, because on the long-term market movement has started to show some signs of sideways, some signs of slowing market, and couldn't be giving us any clear trends. And that's why on the short period of time on the trading, we are also experiencing that kind of problem as well in the market. So I think from that alone itself, I would say that the potential for prices to continue to go high is literally under risk, under a huge pressure to be failing, and a possibility on the future we could be seeing prices will be testing and building up a double top or topping phase around here, and we'll be trying to test the support area at 3,200 on the long run. But so far I'm not really seeing that happening yet, because every time prices is trying to break down lower than 3,350, it hasn't been able to go anywhere so far out of that. So I think it's going to take some time before that would be literally happening. So really patience will be a key, and I would love to see how the market reactions will be in this kind of periods. As you guys could see that we have a lot of news that could be coming out this week. So you guys could actually see there will be GDP, PCE numbers as well on Thursday, and Fed Chair who will be giving out testimony as well. So I think we shall see how that goes, and we have the S&P manufacturing and services data that will be coming out tonight as well. So we shall see how that brings us on the market. But personally, I would say be careful, guys. Short-term movement, literally troubling signs. I would say we are not really getting a lot of good clues coming up from the market. So if we are back here, I believe nothing much has changed as what we have already been discussing, guys. Not offering us a lot of momentum, and after building up another double bottom on the short term, if you guys are watching carefully, okay, so around this kind of market, I'm actually expecting to see that at the very least prices will be trying to retest 3,380 area for once, based on this bottoming that we are seeing on the market. So I'm expecting to see that prices should be trying to go higher after hitting the support. Prices will be at the very least trying to hit the resistance for once again tonight. So let us see how that goes, because from the current price towards the possible price movement that we are seeing as of now is literally not worth the risk and reward. Because if we are trying to do, let's say, a long at this current price, stop losses around here, target price around here, and you guys could see that the risk reward ratio isn't really worth it. And that's also the same thing if we are trying to do a short positions. We are not really getting a good risk and reward ratio as well. Or I should say it's much better, but the possibility of going down is literally lower compared to the overall chart that we are looking so far. So that's why I've been advocating to stay put for now, try to assess the situation as it goes, and let us see is there any chances in the next few hours to go. Because right now I'm seeing yes, prices is trying to consolidate at the support area 3365, and if everything goes well from there, we could be expecting to see prices will be trying to rebound 3376 area So we shall see how that goes, guys. Okay. Okay, so for now it seems that there's not a lot of market reactions, and let us see how prices will be reacting towards the higher side for now, as prices are trying to break out higher. Let us move on towards the silver market movement for tonight. Okay, so based on the silver market movement that we are watching here, there's definitely a few things that has been ongoing here on the market, and one of the things that we are looking throughout the market is the possibility that silver market could continue to go higher. I think that should be the key concern, how that goes on, because for now we started to see some signs of a possibility. Yes, prices are slowing down, building up a support, and I think this is a good chance for us to see that this could be a good opportunity to get the chances to buy at lower prices for once, because prices are going to retrace at around $35.40, which has happened last Friday, and we are seeing starting now that prices has already been rebounding, hitting back towards the $36 area and 10 cents. And if you are watching through closely the long-term market movements are still very much intact, where we are seeing that prices has been hitting the high, slowing down a little bit, giving a healthy movement before prices continues to go higher. And if we are watching through the short term, we should be able to see that also happening. And why is that the case? Because during the same period where we are seeing that gold prices has been weakening, we are also seeing the same thing happening throughout the gold, throughout the silver market, and we started to see as prices has been breaking out of that short-term minor downtrend, and we started to see as prices started to rebound. But at the same time, we are not really able to see any great momentum as of now, as prices are still consolidating between the $35.90 towards $36.10. And from that itself should be giving us a clear indication that we are expecting the same market movement as what we have been seeing on gold, where silver is also ranging similar with what happens on gold, and I'm expecting that we are going to see a little bit of slower market movement as of tonight. But the only difference that we are watching throughout silver and gold is we are still seeing that silver market is actually back towards the ranging area, but it is moving in a wider range on the last weeks. But for this week itself, we started to see that price ranges is a little bit tight for today, around $35.90 to $36.20, and I'm expecting to see bigger market momentum could be happening later on, but not now. Certainly that will be the case. And once we got the confirmation that prices could be breaking out higher, I think we could actually start to see prices will be testing the resistance area at $36.40. But before that, I'll be expecting that price movement will be moving on the sideways, similar with what we are watching throughout this gold chart. And right now, yes, prices has been able to rebound, so it has touched the resistance area 3,370. We shall see how prices will be reacting, hitting the 3,376 area, where we are already seeing that there's a possibility prices could touch there for tonight, guys. Alright, so let us see. Overall, we are seeing some signs of breakout. We could be possibly seeing that prices could be hitting 3,375 pretty much faster than we initially expected. So we shall see. Overall, the signs is pretty good, but again, ranging market movement, I would say yes, you guys could actually expect that market could be going higher, but also expect that the movement won't be huge, because with ranging market movement, we are not going to see potential upside really huge, potential downside really huge as well. So got to be careful, and if you're entering trades at the wrong time, at the wrong price, you are literally could be getting a little bit of a bigger move, but not as big as when the clear trend is emerging. Right, so let us see. Silver is also right now still ranging. We are also seeing that gold prices is trying to break out, but so far with not a lot of success. So I think if you guys asking me what's the best choice to trade for tonight, I would still suggest that you guys could try to take a closer look on the gold market. And why is that the case? Because on the gold market itself, you guys could actually get some clearer market movements and building up a good chart consolidations, chart pattern, and you guys could use that and make some good trades. But not from what I've been seeing on silver, that hasn't been able to really build up a really good consolidations, chart pattern. And I think your best shot for tonight is still appearing on the gold chart for tonight. So I would suggest that you guys could focus here more, and you guys could stay and keep a look at the silver market. Alright, so if you guys are enjoying our live streaming session so far, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, give us a likes, and don't forget to follow and subscribe so that you guys don't miss out the clear information that I've just shared with you guys. And if you guys are just joining us right now, maybe you guys have been missing out on some key points that we have been sharing: long-term, short-term, gold and silver market. So if you guys don't want to miss that out next time, make sure that you guys click that follow and subscribe buttons. And if you guys wanted to get trading ideas like this one you guys are seeing on the right hand side, you guys are welcome to click the link on the profile and my video descriptions and chat me, and you say that you guys wanted to get these. And if you guys wanted to know what happened during the weekend, you guys are always welcome to follow my VIP live sessions later on tonight, and you guys could get only those access by clicking the link on my profile in the video descriptions and chat me. I want access on VIP live sessions, and you guys will be getting that as well if you guys click the link and ask for it. Okay. Okay, so in a few moments I'll be trying to take a look with you guys what could be happening on the US dollar index, because tonight we have already been seeing, yes, US dollar index has been moving really strong, really going faster and stronger with the ongoing escalations happening in the Middle East, and that's why we started to see that the US dollar is already getting appreciated. And let us see how far the market movement will be on this US dollar index, guys. Alright, so in the meantime, we'll try to see out how this goes on the gold chart, and later on we'll try to see what's happening on the US dollar index that is affecting both the gold and silver market movement as well. So if you guys are enjoying our live streaming session so far, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, likes, and share this video with your friends or anyone that you guys who know interested to learn to trade on the market, and you guys could have interactive discussions with me throughout the comments and the chats that I'll be watching with you guys. And so far I'm seeing that no questions, so that's great. You guys are understanding what we have been sharing so far. That's a good thing. Alright, so if you guys do have any questions about the market or anything about trading, you guys are welcome to chat me and let us see where the market brings us until the end of our live streaming sessions. So far everything has still been literally in line with our view. Prices has been breaking 3,370 and right now prices are 3,372, so I think that itself is a really good proof of the market that has been moving very much in line with the chart pattern. but I'm not really seeing that happening on silver market. As I've told you guys, it's just trying to break out with not a lot of clear signs, but ultimately if gold prices continues to go higher in some way, that will be affecting the silver market soon. Alright. Okay, wait a minute guys, I'll be back with you guys and we'll be talking together about what's happening on the US dollar index guys. Alright, so I'll be back, wait a while guys, okay? So right now this US dollar charts. So far, one of the clear things I'll be discussing, you guys can actually try to see out for yourself first. For now, prices have hits the resistance and prices has already been slowing down, and I think that also could be the case where we started to see that gold prices starts to break out the 3370 area, and we shall see how that goes on. And right now through this 30-minute time frame charts, we started to see, yes, prices has been slowing down. Okay, I'll be back. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Let us continue. So, one of the things that we have been looking so far is we started to see, yes, prices have already been consolidating really well, and right now we are seeing good chances that prices are starting to hit the resistance area that we have been talking so far. And right now, after The US dollar index has been going quite strong since last week, which has already been trading in the ranges between $98 and $99. We started to see that chances prices will be hitting the resistance at $99 could be happening soon, and we could be seeing that prices will start to slow down around here. And why is that the case? Because for once, we started to see on the last few weeks, we have been seeing that prices has hit and building up a very good case of a downtrend, because you are seeing that there's a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, another lower low, and we've already been seeing that this price range $99 has been quite a strong resistance, and above there $99.40 are also waiting itself. So I think there are good chances for that to happen, and we could see that prices maybe could start slow down from here onwards. So on the long-term market movement are still very much intact, where we are seeing that prices has always been slowing down, going lower in line with the downtrend, and we are expecting to see a similar thing could be happening from this market. And right now prices are still trying to build another lower high, and we shall see how high that could go. Personally, I think maximum $99.40, and then prices should be slowing back lower. And right now we are also seeing that prices has been slowing down, and maybe we could start seeing little signs that the US dollar index starts to weaken, and maybe some other currency could be going stronger later on. So we shall see how that goes on, but it seems that the US dollar index weakens has actually been able to help to push up the gold prices that we have been talking so far, guys, because since we started the live streaming sessions, we started to see, yes, prices has been breaking out. And if you guys have been following us, you guys should have been in a profit, because I've been sharing the analysis that on short-term market movement, I've seen a possible double bottom, and it has already hit the price target at 3376 area at its highest, and you guys should have been making some good profits. Even though it's just around 60 pips maximum, I think that is still a good profit in a very short period of time. So if you guys have been making some good profits, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, give us your likes, and follow and click that subscribe button so that you guys don't miss out on our next live streaming sessions. And certainly I would say that silver should be able to make some movement as well after seeing that positive movement happening on the gold, but so far I'm not really seeing much. So I think that's why I still suggest you guys should be focusing more on the gold market movement. Alright, and with this kind of market movement, what could be expecting next? So I would expect that prices will at the very least try to break out of the resistance area 3380, but again it will be slowing down, right, similar with what we are seeing happening early on the market sessions, and we will be seeing that prices will be slowing down. So for now, I think the momentum is still trying to break out and go higher, and I'll be expecting to see that prices will try to do so, and afterwards we can see that once prices hits 3380 area, prices will be slowing down, and later on we can see prices will be ranging for once again for tonight. Alright, so maybe I'll be expecting pre the news on the S&P services and manufacturing data. Before that 1 hour, we could actually see that prices will be touching 3380, and we should be seeing that gold prices will be slowing down around those hours, guys. Okay. And again, based on the expectations, people are expecting that manufacturing numbers will be slowing down, services number will be slowing down, and the overall private sector economy should be slowing down, and that should be able to push up gold higher a little bit during the pre-news and post-news, and afterwards we could actually see that market will be slowing down a bit later on. So we'll be expecting to see how that goes on. Okay, so it seems that prices has been breaking out higher, and I'm expecting that should be something happening with any new developments or the US dollar index weakening. So I really see, let us try to see what's happening. But certainly I think that is a good sign where we started to see that the gold market starts to move, where initially it has been quite slow. So again, 3380 is pretty fast. Let us see whether the resistance area will try to start moving much slower around these ranges, and we shall see how that goes on, guys. Alright. So far we're not really seeing any signs happening here. Instead, we are seeing that the dollar index has been regaining some strength. So I think this is a part of a market movement that has been quite accumulative, and prices will try to test the resistance at those ranges for now. So we shall see. I believe that silver market movement hasn't been able to move a lot, similar with what we are seeing happening last Friday. So I think again the focus should be more towards the gold market. And if you guys have been following our suggestions, you guys could try to see how the breakout works. Right now 100 pips are already on hand, guys. Alright, so if you guys have been watching, I'm sure that you guys are already in some good profits, and let us see how the prices will be moving near the resistance, and I'll be happy to wait for the next candlestick to move. But before that, let us try to assess things from the currency market movement, because I think there's been some movement happening here. So let us try to gauge what is going on here. So as you guys could see, that the US dollar index has been the strongest currency pair for tonight, followed by the Swiss franc market, and we are seeing that the clear distinct loser for today is coming out from the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and the Japanese yen. So if we are easily saying that, alright, so if we are trading US dollar, Japanese yen, we could actually be saying yes, US dollar against the Japanese yen has been breaking record price and goes higher for this week after ranging for quite some time, and with the special occurrence of the US dollar index strengthening and at the same time the Japanese yen index are weakening, we started to see that prices are going very high and fast. And definitely if you are comparing against, let's say, CHF Japanese yen, we should be able to see also a very similar pattern forming out here. So you can see that the Swiss franc has been going quite strong, especially after the SNB decided to have a rate cut, and the signs are still pretty clear that the momentum should be there for the Swiss franc to continue to go higher, and the room for upside is literally very much wide open for now. Okay, we shall see how that goes on. Personally, I'll be expecting to see prices will be at the very least trying to test the 181 resistance area for now, as prices has already been breaking record prices for once again, guys. Alright, so we shall see how that goes on. So I think this is a very clear and good sign from the momentum that we are seeing happening here on the CHF Japanese yen market. And what else if we want to trade on the currency market? So I think for now, with what is going on here, AUD USD, NZD USD should be very well to do some shorts, even though we are seeing yes, prices has been rebounding first before bring back lower, especially after the spatial occurrence happening on the escalations on the Middle East. We started to see that Australian dollar is weakening, New Zealand dollar is also moving in the same directions. Maybe timing will be key to trade around these market movements, as there is obviously some choices to do some longs and short for today, with the distinct winners and losers on the currency market move. So for longs, CHF Japanese yen, US dollar Japanese yen, pay attention on your entry price and the momentum ongoing, as well on the short side on the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar, guys. Alright, so you guys can pay attention on those market on the currency market movement for tonight. But again, I'll be back trying to watch out what is going to happen on the gold market, as some things happen, and I think this could be a very interesting time to look out here, especially like I said, if prices touch resistance, this could be the time where we could be getting some good side of the market and do some short positions near the resistance. And I think the time should be very near for now with how things has been ongoing, and let us try to see the development on this market. And right now we are watching through 5-minute charts, so let us see how this goes on first for now. So far, yes, the sign is pretty clear. Prices has been rejecting 3380 area and has been slowing back lower. I'll be happy to wait and try to see signs of slowdown like the ones we are seeing happening here, rather than rushing in right now, doing the sales pretty early and risking the potential that prices could be moving up a little volatile before prices continues to go back lower. So I think right now will be a very key point to see how the market movement will be moving here, and we shall try to see how this goes on. So if you guys are enjoying what we have been watching so far on the markets, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and likes. And if you guys have been missing out on our key informations, as we have already been saying, yes, there's been some chances that you guys could be making your long positions and already hit the profit target. I'm sure you guys don't want to miss it out next time. So if you guys wanted to get those informations early on, don't forget to follow and subscribe so you'll be notified whenever we are doing our live streaming sessions. And let us continue and let us see how the gold market will be moving in the next few minutes, guys. Alright. So far, yes, prices are showing that signs of weaknesses, and I think that is literally a good sign. And let us try to see how that goes on. Okay, so it seems that yes, prices starts to slow down. Pay attention how the next market movement will be. Expected prices should be slowing down towards 3370 area for now as prices hits the resistance here. So let us see how that will be going next. But personally, I think this is a very good sign, and I'm expecting to see signs of weakness also should be appearing on the silver market as well. But I think I'll stay my focus and put it more on the gold market movement. As I've already been telling you guys, right now we are seeing a clear market movement happening on this gold market, and I'm expecting to see prices will be at least trying to pull back towards the 3370 area for now. Okay. Definitely there's not a lot of news because the index are still pretty much the same, so I don't really see this is induced by any possible market movements from the news side. So I think there's one commodities that we haven't been discussing, and I think this is quite an important commodities during these weeks because we know that there's been escalations, and certainly oil market will be a key figure on this market movement. So let us try to see what's happening in the oil market now. Alright, so what's happening on the oil market? I think a lot of people are trying to focus here. So I think for me, I think it's pretty simple. If we are watching that, so far the market movement on this 1 hour time frame chart has only just shown us one thing, that prices are still above $70. Yes, that's very clear. Prices hits as high as at $78.50. Yes, that's also very true. But at the same period of time, we also do notice that prices hasn't been able to stay above pretty well above $76, and prices somehow always return towards this ranging area, $72, $73 towards $76, and I think this could be a very critical price point. If prices still stuck at these ranges, I'm afraid that the market movement on this oil will be very much limited at around $76 at its highest. Because so far, if we are seeing based on prices testing the resistance over the last few days, so starting from last 2 weeks Friday, so you can see prices have been testing once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and right now it is also testing at the current hour. So I think 8 times is actually showing us a lot of rejection sign, and I'm expecting to see prices will be at the very least ranging around this range rather than keep on going higher, despite the escalation is still there. A lot of things are going on this oil market situation, but we are not really seeing in terms of the reflection on what is really happening on the ground. So I'm expecting to see that prices will be stuck on these ranges, and maybe we could be seeing further market movements when possibly the market is also reacting towards it, and we can be certain that yes, oil prices could be going higher. Because so far, if we are watching through the daily charts right now, yes, prices has remained elevated. That's been very true. I would also agree with that kind of statement, but prices going on higher and higher every single day, I don't really see that that is a reflective of what is going on the market, and comparing it with the situation happening in the ground in the Middle East side. So I think on that side, trying to see how the market movement will be at the very least trying to hit the $76 above and stays above it and trending and going higher and higher is really not yet there. but I'm expecting to see that prices will be ranging first for now, despite what is going on, because so far from what I could gather from the charts as of now, prices will be ranging $73 and $76. And yes, the uptrend movement is very clear. I will be expecting to see that prices will be at the very least trying to test back the $73 support area before we could actually see prices goes higher for now. So for the next few days, maybe we can be seeing prices testing the support area $73, and maybe you could be seeing that could be building up the good platform for prices to go higher, because for now I think prices has been going up quite fast, and there is actually a need for us to see prices slows down a little bit. Okay, I think that is certainly will be the case from what I'm seeing so far. And on the short term, I think the market should be very much in line with that kind of view on what we have been discussing. Alright, so short term view, I'll be expecting prices will be slowing down, moving in these ranges. Long term view, in order for prices to go higher, I'm expecting prices should be pulling back towards the $73 around there, and prices could continue to go higher. Alright, so I'll be expecting on those two possible scenarios, short term and long term. Alright, so let us go back. For now, nothing much interesting here. And again, it seems that the gold market movement has been quite limited as well. So I think it's going to take some time before we actually start to see some reactions on this market movement for that short to really go well on these hours, because I think it's still going to take time before we really see that possible market reactions, that prices will be testing the 3370 area. So patience is much required, but in terms of risk and reward, I think it's very much affordable at this kind of price. Because let's say you are doing shorts, putting a stop loss above here, you're trying to aim 3370. I think risk reward is no doubt it's a very good scenario, and a lot of proof that prices has been quite strongly going down after hitting the resistance. So I think that is a very good choices to be made from there onwards. Alright, so let us see. And if you guys are enjoying the live streaming session so far, don't forget to share this video with your friends or anyone that you guys know who is interested to learn to trade or analyze the market together. You guys are always welcome to have an interactive discussions with me through the chats. And if you guys have any other thing that you guys wanted to ask about the markets, or any markets that I haven't been discussing that you guys are interested to find out, let us analyze together and let us have a chat about it as well. Okay, and if you guys are enjoying and you guys don't want to miss out important information that I always share at the early part of the live streaming sessions, don't forget to follow and subscribe. And for more information about what's happening around the world, I will be covering more about it on my VIP live sessions. And the only way that you guys could get access to it is through my link on my profile or the video descriptions. Click on it and say that you guys wanted to get access on VIP live sessions. But if you guys wanted to get trading ideas, you guys are welcome to click the link as well and say that you guys wanted to get all of those for one. Alright, so let us see how this development goes. There's always a possibility that prices could be moving a little bit volatile, testing the resistance again, and maybe trying to break out higher a little bit before prices could go down. So there's always that kind of possibility in the open is possible as well. So let us take a closer look. And so far, yes, prices has been slowing down, and we'll see how that goes on until the end of our live streaming sessions for tonight, guys. Alright. Okay, so far, yep, prices are still there around here, and I think with this kind of market movement, prices will likely to stay below the 3380 for now, and like I said, good chances to do the shorts as well. So definitely you guys could consider to do that shorts if you guys are still waiting for confirmations, as I will be expecting to see prices will be slowing down. Risk and reward is very good, and as long as prices keeps on ranging, the price for putting the shorts should be at the very least towards 3360 area for now, guys. Alright. Similar thing, silver is still rejecting the resistance as well. All prices is also still ranging at this range for now. So nothing much of a change in most of the important commodities around the world. And so far it's still going to take time before we actually see more market reactions pre the US S&P private sector economic data. Okay, so I think with the remaining time, let us try to take a look what's going on last week on the stock indices. And I think primarily I will be taking a closer look on the US 100 or Nasdaq 100. So here we go. Alright, so one of the main things that I always put a key point saying that US 100 still remains under a pressure, and what I mean under pressure is prices will always try to break out 21,800, because I've always said that multiple times. It's very key for US 100 to maintain its price above it. If not, we are actually facing risks that the possibility that prices will be rejecting it, and we could see that prices will be slowing back and we'll be trying to build up a consolidation. That is currently happening right now, and if it goes on, we can actually see that prices will be trying to test the support at 21,300. Mostly every time prices is trying to break down, prices has failed and rebounded, and I think if this goes on, there's a huge possibility that prices will be pulling back first, because so far as prices has almost hit the high at February, we started to see that there's a good chances that prices will be testing the lows at 21,100 area if prices keeps on unable to push out higher, and that really gives a very much of an open room for the US stock indices to retest the support again at 20,600 area once prices drops below 21,100 area, and that happens should be giving us a little of a healthy pullback, because if the scenarios that we are talking about could be happening, so let's say prices right now is trying to hit the high, build up the low, break down, touching the low at around 21,000, so right around here, that could actually build up another good price scenario that could be actually pushing out on higher grounds for the Nasdaq 100 in the future. So I think the only way for us to actually started to see a little bit of a significance happening on the US stock indices is, one, we need to see a breakthrough happening, which I don't really see that kind of scenario happening as of now with what's going on around the world. And I think it's going to take some time, and I'm expecting to see that prices would be at the very least slowing down, trying to test the support at 20,600, 20,500 area before prices slowly going back higher and building up a possibility that prices will be building up a cup and handle formations on the long run. And I think that could happen, but I think it's going to take some time before that really happens, and we shall see how that goes. But ultimately, this is the long route for the stock indices or one Nasdaq 100 to go there. But if prices immediately touch 21,000 and prices immediately rebounded and break high grounds, that could also be one of the good things as well. So I think all the signs are still showing that yes, prices is trying to build up higher, and the ongoing escalation is actually providing a healthy pullback for the market, especially after that U-turn from the low at 16,000 has been hit, and prices immediately pushed back in a matter of 2 months, hitting back towards 21,000. I think that's a great rally, and that's almost a 30% jump in just 2 months, and definitely that's a good thing. Some movement that is quite incredible, I would say, but afterwards that kind of remarkable shift, a remarkable achievement, I would say that yes, prices will be slowing down at the very least, and then trying to break higher. So it's either the short road or the long road from what I could be seeing so far. But overall, I'm still pretty much optimistic, as prices is still testing the record price highs around there, and there's good chances for prices to try breaking out of those as well. And for now, I think it's still too far away to say, but market movement is a little bit volatile, as you guys know. So I'll try to check this out when prices could be much more calmer rather than ranging in these ranges for now on this stock indices on US 100. And let us go back towards the gold market again, guys. Alright. So far, what's going on? So nothing much. Prices are still ranging around that high area, not really giving us a lot of clues. Prices are still consolidating at the high, so I think we shall see how prices will be breaking down from here, as prices are still trying to test the resistance, but let us see how that goes. Okay, at least we have managed to get a pretty limited risk for this kind of market action, guys. Alright, so that's the best thing. So in the next few minutes, I'll be ending my live streaming session, so let us try to take a closer look here, and later on I'll be giving us a recap what's been happening across the other markets. And if you guys are interested to find out more what's happening around the world, I'll be discussing with you guys with timeline to timeline, and show you guys what's the market reactions afterwards, and what are my opinions on the long run for gold, silver, and definitely the all market movement on the long run. Okay, so if you guys are interested, you guys could click the link on the video descriptions and profile, say that you guys wanted to get access on my VIP live sessions. And if you guys wanted to get trading ideas or trading plans, you guys are always welcome to click the link as well and ask for it, and I'll be showing you guys how you guys could get all of this for free. Okay. Okay, seems that prices is still trying to break resistance, and we shall see how that goes on. If prices keeps on going higher, I think that could be the change of the market movement that we have been watching so far. Alright, so let us give you guys that summary before later on tonight I'll be continuing with my VIP live sessions. Alright, so far, yes, prices is trying to break out resistance again and hasn't been able to slow down. So let us see whether this trading strategy to play on the sideways area could be working well. And there's always chances for prices to be giving us a false breakout before prices slows down, going back lower inside that ranging area is still very much open. So be careful and see how that goes on. And if we are watching through the silver market movement, it seems that there's a likelihood for that to happen, but as of now we are not really seeing any clear signs, and I still prefer to make movements on the gold market movement, and the price reactions on silver is a little bit slow as well. Meanwhile, on the oil market, if you guys could actually see, prices are still ranging and placed back lower, $73, $76, and hasn't been able to show any clear great signs of prices to go higher. And I'll try to pay closer attention once prices could play above $76 again. And on the currency market, I think US dollar Japanese yen is still the best choice, but it seems that the US dollar index movement is also slowed down, and Japanese yen is also rebounding, so I'm not really recommending and there. And so I think the main focus still remain on the gold market. And if you guys are interested to get the trading ideas or the trading plans on how you guys could execute the trades here, you guys are always welcome to click the link on my profile and ask for how you guys could get these ideas for free. And you guys, if you guys are also interested to know what's going on around the market, you guys are also welcome to click the link and ask for the access on the VIP live sessions for tonight. So see you guys tonight. If not, I'll see you guys here at the same time here on the live streaming sessions. Bye.